Hi! So I'm going to show you how I am making the little giveaways for um, the Toronto Women's Fashion Week bags that I'm doing. These are really simple. Anyone can do this. If you're getting married this summer, consider doing your flowers yourself. You can do this. So many people will bake their own cake, or someone will bake their cake for them, or maybe you're not the one getting married, maybe you're a bridesmaid or a mother of. You can do your own flowers if you really want to. So I have a bunch of YouTube stuff that we'll be putting out about step-by-step boutonnieres. But I'll show you, this one's like kind of the classic look that people have been going for lately, baby's breath. So literally there are big stems like this, that's how you get them. And so you're just gonna break off the stems into smaller and smaller pieces. And so I've got something like this. It's kind of three-sided. They kind of look like triangles. 3 stems, one. Oh, look at that. Okay, so actually that's good to see. That's broken, so you have to cut it off here now. There's no point. Water won't travel up the stem anymore, so you need to make sure that you just nip that off there. And then what we can do is take these little arms off and literally just bunch it all together. So now we've got a little bunch. And I think that looks a little sparse. So I'm just gonna add in a few more bunches. And you just keep adding bunches till it's the look you like. These don't have to be too perfect. That's pretty good, I think. So I've got my stems down here kind of pinched off. And this stuff is floral tape. It's not very sticky. Like when you get it, you might think this isn't the right stuff. It's not sticky at all. You can buy this at Michael's. Comes in like a 3-pack roll. And basically it heats up with the heat of your hands, and that's the glue. So I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm just gonna take a little piece and sort of pop it over so that I'm kind of holding it with that finger. It's green on green, so it's hard to see. And then you wrap. So just pinching it and wrapping. And I'm actually turning the boutonniere, like I'm turning this part, and this part is staying still and taut. So that's what's happening. That's the wrapping technique. It's really not tricky. When you get down to the end here, you've got some odd sods. You just cut them with a pair of scissors. And then here's another trick. The very end, you're like, how do I finish it? Literally just pinch it. Pinch, sorry if you can see that. Pinch and pull away. And that's it. That wasn't actually a very good end to show you, but we'll do another one. So that's how it works. You grab your flowers, just kind of break them up. You can do this pretty quickly if you're doing a bunch of them. Pinch it down here, get your tape. Here's the thing, so after you've ripped it, it's a little bit funny looking. If you're a neat freak, you can, oh, except my scissors are really dull. You can just cut it so that you have a nice straight piece again. Put it on there, so I'm holding it with this finger, and then I'm going to just turn my bouquet, and I will show you a close-up of that. Oops, there you go. I don't know if you can zoom in on it, but anyways, it's just a green tape that's wrapped around, nothing fancy. And this isn't the end of it. I'll show you how we finish them after with the twine. So there you go. We're down to the end. Pinch and pull. And you get, oops, sorry, just kind of pin that down if you want. So then, what we do, let me just clear this spot here, is we wrap twine around them. Again, you can buy it cheap at Michael's or whatever. Have your glue gun plugged in. I know, glue guns. So 1980s. So you put a little dollop at the top and a little dollop at the bottom. Take your string and you're going to pop it in there. And that's it. Just let it dry for a second, okay? So you've got that. We'll do it again on the second one because I happen to have 2 balls of twine going, which just makes it faster. So you can do, while one's drying, you can start the next one. So a little blob of glue, little blob of glue. Pop your string in. There. Okay. So we'll let that one dry and we'll wrap this one. So give yourself enough that you can wrap. So we start at the bottom. You go over the base of the stems. You can kind of give it a little pinch if you want. And get one wrap in there. That wasn't good. This is the only tricky part, to make it look kind of nice and neat. But the more you do it, the better it just gets. And then you wrap it around. And don't worry if you think you see like a little bit of green in between them. The thing with twine is, so these guys are going to go back in water. We're going to put them in like a container with water because typically you will make your boutonnieres at least a day or 2 before so that you're not overwhelmed. So you pop them into a container with water and leave them in your refrigerator or somewhere cool. If you've got a cold garage or a beer fridge or something, that's great. And the twine absorbs water and expands, and so you don't get any spaces in between. And the twine is also nice that way because it holds water. So your flowers have a water source. That being said, the twine holds water, so don't pull them out the morning of the wedding because they'll be wet and you'll be putting them on people's clothes and it'll be wetting their jackets. So take them out the night before, put them on a towel, just leave them out. They'll be fine. They'll have more than enough water. They'll survive. Baby's breath is also very hardy. It can handle the hot summer days, so it's great for summer weddings. And it's also hardy. It can handle cold. So if you're getting married in the winter and you're going to have, you know, outdoor pictures or something, these aren't going to freeze up and die on you right away. So let's do one more twine and then that'll be it for our tutorial. So again, just kind of go over the bottom and wrap. And so we're wrapping back up to the top. And see, I'm getting close to where that original little piece of string was, where we glued down. So that's where I come in with my glue gun. Put another little bead of glue along there. And just hold that over. Give it a second to solidify, and then you just cut the string really nice and close and tight. And there you have them. Not bad, eh? You could do this. You could totally do this. Just try. It's not hard.